budget was built on.
Right.
Anybody that wants to see it can go to the website. Any other
And you
questions?
said that you gave them 2%? Cost, is that a cost of living?
They got a 2% in the step if they were within the
They're 2%
23.
plus their step for
Correct.
another year of experience.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Great. Thank you.
Any other questions for Mr. Goldholder this morning?
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Goldholder, if you want to stay up there, he's going to help with our next item. So just to give everybody a quick update. Some ceiling tiles in the band room currently, but that's the last little piece that they have to do. Of course, the two gyms are not ready. I'll speak first to the middle school gym. The middle school gym looks great. I know some of you got to see it a little bit before the board meeting, but they have laid down all the flooring in the middle school gym. They're sanding it right now. We've been back and forth with the artwork piece. So the reports I'm getting daily say that that gym is going to be ready by the first day of school. But if it's not ready by the first day of school, we think it'll be ready by August the 1st at the very latest. So that's great news because we're going to need that gym. The high school gym is a different scenario. I'm going to let Mr. Woodhorn jump in and share about that piece.
The high school gym, even though it's being taken care of by insurance, we still have to jump through hoops with the state, which meant we had to engage an architect to do a design for the roof. The roof will be the same as the one that burned, but it still has to be designed by an architect. He has to engage a structural engineer to make sure the steel and everything's laid out properly. Any sprinklers, fire sprinklers, any fire code, any of the wiring to the fire alarm, everything has to be done by the architect. We turn it over to the state, they approve it, and then we'll move forward with putting the gym back together. Of course, the first thing they'll do is get the roof on and get it dried in before they do the floor and the bleachers.
payments are going directly through
School board.
School Board Association. So it's been honestly as seamless as it can be.
Yes.
We have been very impressed with the, state insurance and how they've handled this.
Did you use your mic?
I am, I thought I was, can you not hear me?
Is it on?
Yeah.
Any,
Okay, Miss Katie? By the 22nd, will that be that kids can go in and walk on it? Or will it still not be able to be walked on?
the middle school gym,
Yeah.
that's what they're saying, that they're gonna be done by the first day of school. So yes, it would be, we're hopeful,
Usable.
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 I will say we do have plans though, alternative plans for PE classes for your gyms, just in case. Yeah, do you wanna give an update on the media center? Cause we
Yeah,
did have some,
We had a project
Yeah.
that we had planned before the fire, which has been knocked around for the last couple of years, and that was putting new carpet in the high school media center along with a new circulation desk, and a new circulation desk in the front office at the high school. The fire threw us off about 6 weeks, because we couldn't do anything in there as long as the remediation team was in there. We've started that. And the media center has been gutted. There's new electrical down in the floor. Carpet will start going down this week toward Friday, possibly, is when they're scheduled to be here. They're anticipating they get all the flooring down, by the 22nd. So the media specialists and the students can go back in there. The circulation desk will probably come toward the end of August, and be installed. It won't take but a day or two for them to set it in there. But there were 2 offices that were affected by the fire. One's right across from the media center and the other's the SRO down near the band room. So the carpet down, the insurance company asked us to refloor those rooms and send them the bill on that. So if you hear, the media center wasn't open the first day students came, that's why, but it'll be open immediately after that, so,
And that project was part of the capital improvement?
yes, yes. That wasn't part of the fire, and we had been looking at it for the last couple of years, and it just fit into this and Ms. Wideman the whole way.
arts. I know there's a big group in SLV, the Green Curtains, who does lots of performances. So there's multiple uses. Also, we would be planning in that new wing to build culinary arts would be incorporated, a flex space, which could be used for a magnet school of the arts or really anything else we need to be used for, and a new band room. With that new wing, tech, career technology education. Kate. And then also, if you scroll back up, you can see how the question will appear on the ballot. I'm not going to take the time to read over this, but the important thing to note is that it's 18.5 million and it's a no tax increase. That's what's important to know. What did I read out for? Do you have anything else? Any questions or anything else?
I think we wrote it pretty well.
All right. So we will be speaking out at a number of locations. We're still working on finalizing the calendar, but anybody listening out there in the community, if you would like us to come and speak at one of your events or one of your organizations, please let us know. We'll be happy to come speak. All right, we are down to, we have one policy for review this evening. That's JFAB and JFABR. Dr. Larson's going to come and share with you about this policy.
For us to adopt.
I have a question. We talk about tuition, but within the policy, it also states something about transfer fees, and the district will charge annual inter-district transfer fees. What's that?
Where are you looking?
I am on the third page of the policy.
Oh, the policy or the administrative rule? The policy?
Admission of non-residential students,
Okay.
page 3. At the bottom.
Policy.
On the policy or the administrative?
Yeah, we
rule?
have to send
Yeah.
the title. One is R and one is.
JFAB-R.
Yeah, that's the administrative rule.
Ah.
Okay. I was gonna say, there's not a page for.
Because this is a model policy, let us seek some clarification, but the way I'm reading that is, students would have to pay fees that all of their students have to pay as far as like technology fees and things like that. But let's get some clarification since this was a model policy. And we'll get back to you for the second reading.
Questions? Looking at the administrative rule, again, it just goes into more detail. I do see where you're talking about it basically has a formula talking about the per pupil. We can come up with a number for that. I'm sure that's why a number is not put in there, because it's based on calling it a formula. But again, priority for acceptance is subject to space availability. And of course, we would look at siblings, or do they have siblings enrolled as well as existing non-resident students enrolled. big thing that I saw changed in the administrative rule is the continued enrollment. I know in years past, it's always been a rule that you had to apply every year. This states that if the student is in good standing with respect to behavior and attendance, they would not be required to renew that application. They would just need to re-enroll as every other student would. Any questions?
Any questions?
Right now, we don't obviously charge anything. We have lots of employees who may not live in the county and bring their children here. So we never charge for the past anyway. So some of this doesn't apply to us, but again, it is a model policy coming to us. So we are seeking first reading approval this evening, and we'll get back to you on your question, Ms. Thomas.
Thank you. Do I have a motion for the first reading approval of the JFAB and the JFABR?
I move that we go this first reading.
Second. All in favor say aye. Aye. So you're unanimous. Thank you.
The second reading. That I directly supervise, and then under those roles, directly under me, they supervise.
Reading approval of the CCA.
Oh, so moved.
Lynn, do I have a second?
I'll second.
All
We haven't changed any dates on the calendar, so let me just say that, but we just realized that we left off. Many times this is due to weather. And we have an e-learning plan where the students will take home their devices and then they receive instruction on their Google Classrooms. We also had a water main break at the beginning of last school year, so we had to use an e-learning day for that too. So each district is allowed up to 5 days for e-learning. As it states, these are for emergency situations such as inclement weather or utility interruptions. They are not planned days on the calendar. So these days do not show up on the calendar, but we use them as needed. So that's the only change to the calendar, but we did want to bring it to you for third reading approval because that was not on there last time.
question.
Yes, ma'am.
Since they're not scheduled on here, if you don't use them, do they get out 5 days early or?
No.
Okay. So
It's basically, these e-learning days would be in lieu of a day on the calendar. Yes. Good question.
Anybody else have a question? Do I have a motion for the third reading approval of the 2026-2027 calendar?
I move that we approve the calendar as proposed. Second.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
It's unanimous. Thank you.
The next item is really just an informational item. These are just our list of upcoming board meeting dates for the 26-27 school year. These dates do follow our traditional pattern of the second Monday of each month. If we add additional meeting dates, we usually have board retreats a few times throughout the year. So those are not listed on here, but these are our normal board meeting dates. So just for the public's knowledge, I wanted to include that in the packet this evening. Any questions about board meeting dates?
Thank you.
All right. Moving to our last item for the evening is the superintendent's report. As I mentioned earlier, we are about to launch another school year. It is so hard to believe. These summer breaks go by very quickly, and of course, as you all know, it's been a very busy summer here in Montgomery County School District. But we are excited to get all of our staff and students back. We are going to focus on the who have participated in the Clemson Leader cohort this year. You can see them posing there in the picture. They also did something called a problem of practice. Am I saying that right, Ms. Turman? And they each focused on different research items and something to improve within the district. So through leaders, participants learn how to use improvement science to drive meaningful, lasting changes within our district. So congratulations, Ms. Turman and Ms. Seibert. We were also very happy we were able to hold summer reading camp, even though we had to start just 1 week late, but it was a success. Thank you to Lauren Whitteborg. She is one of our interventionists at the elementary school, but she served as the camp director. And Laura Livingston and Chase Peels were teachers in the camp. And this picture, you also see Deputy Superintendent from the State Department, Abby Duggins. She came out to visit the camp, and it was successful. So congratulations on a job well done. We are happy to still have it even after the fire.
Yeah, great.
Huge shout out to our transportation and cafeteria staff teams. They, of course, as they do every summer, prepared and delivered summer meals out to several different locations within the county. 9,271 meals were served between June 15th and July 10th. Yes. So we're very proud of that. And I know from talking to some of our team members that they said they really enjoyed doing it. Important for them. Also want to highlight on the next slide, we have a few MHS staff members who have been assisting with summer cleaning. Miss Dot, our lead custodian in the picture, she's kind of taken these young men under her wing. So Tychoris Clark, Christopher Wyman, and Amari Crawford have all been helping. All the furniture you see in the high school classrooms, it is likely that they were the gentlemen that removed all that in time for waxing. So
A lot of work.
a lot of work, but they were big boys. I'm sure it wasn't too difficult. We're very grateful to Miss Morris and Miss Dot for these young men, but also to our students for their help. I'd like to highlight that we had district registration day on this past Thursday, July 9th, over at the Men's Center. And just a reminder that all parents need to update final forms online for the new school year, elementary and middle school. Also, I want to recognize Dr. Larson. That we found out that through a grant opportunity, we're going to be able to implement something called Leader and Me. This is a program that will happen in all three buildings, and it's what it says. It's about building leadership capacity in students. It's based on the work of Stephen Covey, and if you've read a book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, that's what this is based on. So you can see a picture of the 7 habits. I will say this, if we were to have to pay for this program out of pocket, it would cost $230,000. So we're very excited that we have this opportunity. It looks like it's going to run for 3 years. And we've been talking a little bit with our school administrators, and we'll have some upcoming professional development. We would like you as board members, whenever we have those, we would like to invite you to come too. And we have materials that we're going to give you as well. Because this isn't good just for kids, this is good for adults too. So we're very excited. Dates, I think I've mentioned most of them. Teachers return on July 16th. Our district kickoff day will be at the Men's Center on the 17th. That's for all staff. Then the first day of school is July 22nd. Monday, August 10th is our next board meeting. One thing I didn't list on here, I know Mr. Kevin just reminded me about it. The back to school bash at the Paul Dennis Center is this Saturday. And what's the time?
10.
10 a.m. to what time?
3.
10 to 3. Okay, perfect. So thank you again for your ongoing support. We're getting ready to do this all over again, and we thank our amazing school board members for all their support. You've been wonderful as always, and thank you for your patience and support through the fire recovery process as well. That concludes my report. Madam Chair.
Thank you. Very good report. Thank you. Are there any board member announcements? Well, what I'm gonna say is, very impressed with the school insurance and the remediation personnel that came out. Unfortunately, we couldn't invite the public in to watch them, but they were just phenomenal. And you've done very well too, Dr. Henry, coordinating everything and making sure that we can open school on time. So thank you all. Thank you all for attending tonight's meeting. We hope to see you in future meetings.
Madam Chair, if I may also announce, I did bring some copies. I have the fall sports schedule that I will pass around to all the board members, but I also have copies for probably everybody in the audience too, if you would like one.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. If anybody wants the sports schedule, please see Dr. Hendry to get one. Any public announcements, comments?
I just have one question, and I'm not sure how to ask it. I'm thrilled that the school is recovering from the fire, but what is the prevention to happen, lightning hit it again? I mean, there was obviously, I thought public buildings had lightning rods or some system to divert the lightning, and was that addressed in the process? I didn't hear it mentioned.
Then, if I'm not,
Go ahead. I'm
Then-
about to do it.
lightning, no one has any control over it. You may have all the lightning rods that you wish, but the direction of lightning is not necessarily attracted to a lightning rod. It's gonna hit where it's gonna hit.
Is that,
There's not much we can do about it.
I will say that, I know that has been asked, and I was told that there were lightning rods on
Yeah.
the previous
There
roof.
are.
There
Um,
are lightning.
so-
I mean, I'm sure there was something,
Yeah,
but,
so-
you know,
but I
and
will
I know
ask
that
that.
you can't prevent anything, but it just seems to me
Yeah.
that I didn't hear anything
Actually,
discussed
yeah,
about
yes.
the investigation into that cause. So I just was curious, thank you.
It was just, you said the investigation. It was a lightning strike to the roof of the high school gym. That's all all the information we were given, so.
Anybody else?
Yes. Just what Mark said, the back to school bash for Port Dinner Center is at 11 o'clock to 2.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? That brings us to the end of our meeting, I believe. And there is no need for a second executive session. So I declare the meeting adjourned. Oh, yeah, do I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Okay, Luann, second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye. Meeting adjourned at